Well, Kyle Larson, in what was an absolutely dominant performance, Kyle. You had control of the race for the majority of it. Did lose control briefly for a moment there towards the end after the final pit stop, and then a long run at the end. How much were you managing the tires and managing the race at the end there?
Yeah, I was trying really hard to pace myself because I believe that was our longest run of the day, and I had been struggling a little bit at the end of the runs. You know, Chase was really good, and so I felt like I just needed to try to be better, on my end, and I don't know if it was paying off or not at the end. I was still struggling. I don't know if the right front was starting to wear a lot or what, but I was starting to lose a lot of grip, and then I was vibrating really bad, so I was afraid of right rear or something would let go. So, but yeah, great car, great execution today too for our team. Thanks to HinderCars.com, Valvoline, Prime, all you race fans too for coming out. This is awesome weather to get to watch a cool race. So. Glad to not win by an inch right here this time, and a little bit safer gap. But thanks again to the team. Congrats to all Hendrick Motorsports, the engine shop, everybody there.
You start what is the middle, or you're in the middle of what is a very busy month of May for you right now. To start to have this momentum and carry it the rest of the way through, how does that help?
Yeah, I don't know. It's got to help a little bit, but it's so different at Indy, and the cars are different. But yeah, I look forward to getting there. We're gonna fly there tonight. Celebrate with Caitlin. Happy Mother's Day, Caitlin. All the moms out there, my mom especially. So, yeah, it's a cool to win here in Kansas, and now we'll try to execute 2 good weeks there at Indy.
Kyle Larson, your winner at Kansas on Mother's Day.
And Christopher Bell finishes second, his best effort ever at Kansas. Those closing laps, we just heard Kyle say he was struggling. Do you feel like if you had a couple more laps, you may have had something for him?
Well, I was surprised that he kind of gave up on the top those last couple of laps and pulled down, but I was struggling just as bad as he was, so I was just trying to get to the end. I know Ryan was coming on really strong there, so overall, to get home second with a lot of stage points was something that we needed after the last couple of weeks, and this Research Camry was just not quite what we needed. I don't know. I feel like our day was kind of a product of qualifying well, having good pit stops, having good restarts, and nothing really took us out of it. So I don't know. Whenever the long green flag runs came, it seemed like we were going backwards, and there were a couple of guys that could drive by us. So yeah, to walk out of here second, I'm really happy with, and hopefully we can be a little bit stronger when we come back.
Well done. That's Christopher Bell, Mike.
Well, Chris, Ryan Blaney comes home third, ties a career best finish here for Kansas, but how would you evaluate your day?
Yeah, overall, good day. I think we were third in both stages and finished third, and honestly, we were kind of running those guys down quick there at the end, the last handful of laps, and I just kind of restarted too far back and had to make up a lot of ground. It took a while for my car to come in. I think 5 more laps, I probably would have scared the 5 a little bit, at least, but no, really proud of the 12 boys today. Appreciate the Worth group being on board, Ford, Menards, Body Armor, Dex Imaging, everybody. Really good last couple weeks, bringing fast race cars. Hopefully we can continue to do that, keep learning, and move forward. But overall, a really good weekend.
Strong day for Ryan Blaney and this 12 team.
Well, Chris, Chase Briscoe matches his best finish of the season with your fourth place run this year so far. This one, though, a little more eventful. Had to start 35th, work your way through the pack. Seemed like it was a solid day for you.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely had a good finish. Our car was really good. We kind of went through different parts of the race where we were really good, then we're just okay, and at the end, obviously, when it mattered, we were really good. So, yeah, it's been a fun weekend in Kansas. We came out early and went to Missouri, actually, to Johnny Morris's personal place there, and we were ripping lips there, then came here and ripped a lip on the wall. So it was definitely a fun week for us and the race team. And just want to say shout out to all the moms out there. Certainly my wife, Marissa, incredible mother of 3, my mom and Jamie as well. So, yeah, fun weekend, and looking forward to hopefully just building on this.
All right, nice job today. Thanks.
And it was great. As soon as you get out of the car, you express your thoughts. And I think the last time we talked to you, you had the samurai sword or whatever you were saying.
He did have a sword last time.
You were having a lot of fun. So just some more reflective thoughts on, you brought it up, led the most laps before in races as recently as Texas, but at the end things didn't play out. So what was different about this in terms of just what you could control?
Yeah, just, I don't know, I had some good pushes behind me today, and I think, learned some last week, obviously getting beat on the restarts, and then you learned some there in the beginning, too, with the initial start, and that kind of carried on for the end of the race. So, yeah, just, great to qualify good. It's really important, and then to kind of maintain the lead for the majority of the race was huge. So just a great points day, and happy to be celebrating here at Kansas again.
Was there any concern, Kyle? Like at the end of stage 2, it seemed like your rear tires went away, pace slowed off a little bit, Bell ran you down. Were you concerned if we had a long run at the end of this that might catch you off guard?
Yeah, absolutely. I was happy for a lot of those cautions because it just shortened the runs up for us. I was just not necessarily like dying at the end of the run, but like those guys were just better grip, and I was trying to manage my tires, but I think just when you spin the whole length of the run out in clean air, it just abuses your right rear tire even without you trying. So and then so we had that long run at the end. I was nervous of that.
What do you do to manage the tires? Like we talked about the line you run on the track. What were you doing to try to conserve a little bit?
Yeah, all of it. You're trying to learn. Like in the first couple of stages, when I was struggling at the end of the runs, I'm like, okay, well, what did I do? Maybe in the middle of the run to affect my tires. So I just try to be a little bit different. That last run a smooth line, and also be gentle with the car and gentle with the tires. And I don't know if it helped or not because they were still coming at the end, but it was good enough.
I know moments ago you were asked about Indy, and you got the schedule all set, trying to do the double, and we'll see you on Fox at the Indy 500. How much of a better driver at Indy will we see from you already? Have you assessed yourself of how you think you'll be, where you've improved the most?
I'm not sure. I think, honestly, I felt really good about things last year. I felt very prepared for the race and all that, and my car was in a really good spot, really balanced, and we had a smooth couple weeks. We just had a mistake there and sped on pit road during the race, and without that, we would have ran really well. So I don't approach it really any differently. There's obviously things that I learned last year, but I think most importantly, like any race, your car balance has to be there to give you the confidence, give you the aggression, and all of that. So I felt a little bit off at the open test as well as our teammates did. So hopefully we've gotten the balance a little bit better over these couple weeks off, and we can fire off on Tuesday really good.
We're already praying to the weather gods for you for the entire Indy weekend, that we get to have better weather than last time.
And qualifying next weekend, that you said starting position here, right? So you
I mean, we need good weather both weekends.
Right.
One to qualify for the race, and then one to just get to run 1,100 miles. That'd be a
cool.
dream come true. So. Yeah, it was fun last year, but I didn't get to do all of it.
All right, well, we'll stay tuned. And by the way, today, again, 10,000 career laps led, another milestone, and racking up the stage wins and another victory. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate that. Let's check in with JB Little.
I look forward to covering Kyle Larson in practice for the Indy 500. Starting on Tuesday, we'll be on the air for 6 hours. But his teammate, Alex Bowman, thank you for being patient and waiting out here with us. But you finished 5th. You started mid-pack. That doesn't tell the story of your day. How much did you have to manage today? You had a lot of vibrations. They were adjusting on every stop.
Yeah, we were really good to start, obviously. We were really fast with our Ally 48 Chevy, and just hats off to everybody at Hendrick Motorsports. You don't get cars that are that fast very often. I said that last week, and we got another one this week. So super pleased with my race car. Crashed it on the restart to stage 2. And it did everything worse the whole rest of the day, and we still ran top 5. So hats off to Blake and all the guys. I would have loved to see what we could have done with the clean race car, but unfortunately, we'll never know. So just move on to the next one. But a solid day to overcome that much damage. I got super tight after that through the center. Then I would get really loose in and off. So just kind of fought the race car from there. But heck of a race car before that.
Well, the next one is all about fun and money. It's the All-Star Race. We'll see you at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, I need some of that, so thanks.
All right, let's go back to Chris Myers. Do you need some money, Chris Myers?